Okay, Jane, welcome to the ICC. This is the front entrance to the building. We'll propose to put a couple of our banners out front here to mark the event in the facility. Head in, I'll just give you a quick look of the foyer area. This will be where all of the meals will take place and where the exhibits will be set up. So you can see it's a nice spacious area, rounds.
So sometimes within the divisions people have, but isn't necessarily.
So this will be the open area again where we'll have the exhibits and setups. You'd inquired about wall space and ability to hang student work. What we'll see is there's slightly curving walls. Can I get a sense of that? There's not a lot of flat wall space here, to be perfectly candid. There's a couple of positions, such as behind this table, where a poster would work pretty well on that wall. Might work well on that wall. We're going to also, I think we've got 5 positions. Got another one over here in this insert. This insert, I think we can do your poster displays in these alcoves and set them all up. I'm now looking back towards the main entrance again. Just behind that group of people is the conference room that was in question, with that glass wall in front of it. That's the one we proposed to rent for midday to have a ready room. Okay. Now we're in front of the Mala Volley room, the auditorium. This will be the room that we'll use for both our eating area as well as for the main presentation. Main stage. The green room is adjacent and just to the left behind it. Do a slow pan. What they're essentially going to do is hang a curtain and bisect the room in half. So we'll have rounds in the back where you're seeing these gray seats. That'll be sequestered with a curtain. That'll be the dining area. And then we'll set the main room up here in front with seating for the keynote addresses and such. Show you the roof too. Alright, let me turn this off quick. So the configuration you're seeing right now will be essentially the configuration we'll use for 250 seats. This is, I'll step over to the center so you can see it. It's 3 blocks of chairs with 2 aisles. So from the left you have the first block, then an aisle up, second block, and an aisle up. On both stages we'll have the UCSC podium. That podium will have a single mic. We'll have a panel table, center stage, that will have 4 mics. And on the floor, on a mic stand, we'll have a single wireless microphone so that for Q&A, people can either approach it or you can pull it out of the handset and work it through the audience like you would at a Phil Donahue show. In this main room, projectors are wall mounted at the back, sound system in the back. And so this is very similar to what we'll be doing on the day of. As you look toward the exterior there, and you can see that open door, where that yellow post is, that's the dividing line in this room. The back half will be sequestered behind a curtain. That's the breakfast setup. The front half will be for our 250 keynote address room and for one of the rooms for presentations. And we'll head over in a few minutes to the small room that accommodates 125. This now is the green room adjacent to the main stage. It's adequate. It's not fancy. So I think we should ponder maybe what works for us in terms of, do we want to do videotaping here? I do think maybe there's a good argument to get in that conference room for 4 hours in the heart of the day to have a meeting place and or a videotaping room. The green room is just that. Clear piano in case you're in the mood. Now exiting the green room, I'm going to step on stage and give you a look from the presenter's perspective. So as Jane's greeting the audience, this is what she'll see. There's your podium. Here's main room. And then again, a nice generous stage, both in width and depth, so plenty of room for the panel setups. Here then will be the setup for our smaller conference room for 125. I'm standing in the back of the room, looking towards what'll be our setup. The one that's a little strange in here is there's a glass wall, but maybe it'll make it feel a little more spacious. It'll be pretty snug in here with 125.
Yeah, just the wire output coming from a laptop to the
No. Standing on the stage, looking back through the room again.
He is internet ready.
This is the conference room that we'll be renting from 11 until 2 at the ICC. It's a nice room. It's got a big board table, got attractive board chairs, neat lights overhead, a frosted and clear glass wall separating from the exterior foyer space. I think it's absolutely money well spent. The green room's a little tatty, especially if you want to have a business conversation and or do any videotaping. So we've secured this from the 4-hour block at midday. And here we are at the Embassy Suites, front desk. Main entrance. We're going to take you for a quick visual tour of the dining room where you'll be having your dinner. Here's their center courtyard. Kind of traditional with these hotels, lots of plantings. Outside atrium. I think guests will be comfortable here. Big skylight on top. And we'll take you over to see the dining room in just a minute. This is the dining area where you'll have your Thursday evening supper. It'll be private use for your guests only. It's a sort of a Spanish mission-style room, as you can see. I'm going to walk across it and look back. So what you'll see is that it's private on 3 sides. It's open on this front side, facing the main courtyard of the hotel. And there will be guests out in that courtyard. They'll move their regular restaurant guests just outside of the room here, so you'll have people outside there on the patio. But with the ambient sound of the water, all the plants, it feels quite private in the room you're in. I don't think you'll be disrupted at all. It's an attractive room. Should be fine for our needs.